"Look, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't offer you a lease at this time," the sweaty, balding dwarf said with a professionally pained expression on his face. It was warm and muggy in the property manager's little office, and it smelled like he hadn't cracked the room's tiny window in weeks. "Ah, that's too bad." Bernt sighed tiredly and tried not to let frustration leak into his voice. "Why is that?" He already knew the answer. He'd heard it often enough in the past few weeks, but he figured it was worth making him say it to his face. "Well, we checked your references, and the building's owner felt that you aren't a good fit." The man fidgeted with his pen, flipping it over his thumb and accidentally spraying a bit of ink onto his desk. "We have a strict pet policy, you see." "And you heard there was an underkeeper running around with a pet demon." Bernt finished for him, losing his patience. Yes, I understand the situation." Another morning wasted on one of his rare days off, and he'd spent it filling out paperwork, waiting pointlessly while the property manager processed his application and pretending all the while that he didn't notice the unpleasantly musty scent of damp, unwashed dwarf that filled the room. The damned little man had had the nerve to wrinkle his nose at him when he came in, as if he hadn't just sanitized his stained underkeeper's robes and boots. Rising, he nodded a little ungraciously at the man and made for the door. It wasn't that he didn't understand their reluctance. A fire-slinging demon could admittedly be considered a real risk. Never mind that neither demons nor the people who associated with them were generally celebrated in polite society.